Hello! Hi, my traveling friends. I am audramonk, a travel agent with Pineapple Escapes, also longtime yoga teacher, been teaching yoga for 20 years. And I am sharing a little feel-good practice today for our chests and shoulders and backs. So why do a little bit of yoga, right? This is going to take less than 10 minutes. It's going to take even less because if you don't count my chatter, you can always fast forward the second time you watch this, right? When we travel or when we work, when we do anything almost, quite often, right, the head comes forward and the shoulders round. You add your phone, where's my phone? You add your phone in and it goes even more, right? You sit in airplane seats, you sit on bus seats, you sit in the back of the Uber, right? We need to release that so that while we're traveling, we can feel good and we know the things to do to make each day so we can have our best time, right? While we're going. All right, so first up, so we're gonna be standing today, but have a chair or your desk or the kitchen counter. If you're in a hotel, there's usually a chair somewhere, table, not kitchen sink in a hotel, well it could be. What am I trying to say? Bathroom sink. You can make this work lots of places. Okay, so first though is to check everything out. Tadasana. Feet, and I know you can't see my feet, but I wanted you to be able to see closer when we do the back stretch. So feel the inner foot and the outer foot, whether you have shoes on or shoes off. Spread your toes wide and let them take up space. And you should do this quite often, especially if you're doing the kind of vacation where you're touring, right? Where there's a lot of walking and standing. Next, squeeze your thighs. Then roll your shoulders up and back and down. Yes, and now pull the belly in. And it's going to support the spine. So you're already taller, right? Already feeling a little lighter, a little like there's more space in your body, right? Okay. Next, we're going to open and close the chest. So let's go cactus arms today. So make cactus arms. All right. So on your inhale, you're going to press your elbows back and feel your shoulders squeeze together on the back and the stretch here in the deltoids. Exhale, just soft. Bring them together. So it's like you're opening the door, you're pushing it open really, really strong, and then you're closing it softly. And one more time. So we're moving the muscles before we stretch them. And then we open, and then we close. Okay, let your arms come down. Give your shoulders a roll. Ooh, it already feels better. All right, next, I'm going to turn to the side for this one. Next, bring your hands forward. Turn your palms out. Okay, are you still in Tadasana? I had to fix mine a little bit, right? And then like you're going to open the elevator doors, right? You want to open them, but they're starting to close, so there's a little pressure, right? Push them open, open, open. Squeeze your upper arms, squeeze your belly. Keep pushing, and then when the arms get back, it's like you're, I always think of you are the little thing on the front of the pirate ship, right? The little bust. And it can be a man bust, it can be anything, it doesn't matter. But the opens and the checks. If you can bring your hands together, bring them together and interlace and pull. If you cannot bring your hands together, do I have anything that would help? Use a sock, use a towel. If you have a yoga strap, use a yoga strap. But you would have a towel, you've got something. And it might be that you can't bring them together, it's all right. And if you really have nothing today, just keep that press, right? Good. Hold here. So we need a little time. Shoulders down and back. So if they're shrugging up, bring them down. Squeeze your belly in. Good. Heart is lifted. Chin, tuck it in. And imagine that your head could touch the ceiling. And then gently soften. All right. So the day you only have a little bit of time. You can stop right there. But you have more time today, right? Turn and find your chair. Find your desk. The more stiff or fragile you are, the higher, the better. If you're fit and active and there's no contraindications, everything's good in your shoulders, go use your table. Use something lower. I'm going to use the back of my chair, which is kind of high, right? And I think I'll see in the screen. I tested it. Yeah, so we're going to press on the hands. Now, some of us are going to get here. One thing you want to watch, if you look, don't tuck here or around here, right? This is going to cause strain. And most of us are making those shapes enough already, all right? So we're going to pull the belly and we're going to be neutral. There's a natural little bit of low back arch. All right, so you might stay here. You might bend your knees and just stick your butt out. You might walk your feet, inch them back. Maybe you come deeper. We're starting to get in the shoulder stretches here. You might take your feet, and they can only go so far back, and you won't be able to hold on to your chair. And maybe that's your spot. Maybe your head can come between your upper arms. Maybe, right? Maybe you can have your chest come lower than your arms. Oh, there we go. That really gets a good stretch. We're going to breathe here. Breathe some length. Imagine when you inhale through your belly that your spine gets longer.
Bend your knees as much as you need to if your hamstrings are talking to you. And if at any time any of this becomes too much, just take a couple steps carefully forward and stand up. All right, we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to do that right now. Start to lift up and take a little step forward. Give it a release. Roll your shoulders. All right. Ooh, that might feel just perfect. But just in case you're like, I need a little bit more. Maybe you work out a lot and your chest is really tight, or you have been traveling a lot and you've just been rounded too much. Oh, see, I'm going to sit tall all afternoon at my desk today. I'm just telling you. All right. If you're like, I want more, you're going to go with me on more. If not, repeat what we just did. So either hands on the chair or step back, bend your knees, check that the feet are parallel, bring your elbows to the chair. All right, so you might stay here, hands in like prayer pose or interlaced. You might be like, that's all I got, Audra. Nowhere else to go. Maybe you take a little half a step back, you stick your butt out some more. Maybe you come a little deeper. And some people like the hands back by the head. I don't know, mine tend to like to stay up, and I actually prefer prayer pose. Oh, do you feel that? Oh, bend your knees. Breathe long, deep breaths. And I'm not going to do it today, but if you're feeling really good, you could turn that chair around, get on your knees, and do it from there. Yep, elbows on the edge of the seat. Oh, breathe here. So for a stretch to be effective, I'm going to talk to you underneath. You need to stay at least, I would say count to 20, preferably 30, preferably a minute. Okay, because what studies have shown is that if you only stretch for like 10 seconds, it may actually be worse than not stretching at all. And I'm not 100% sure. I don't know which study, but I've read a couple of those things recently. All right, now we got to get out. Bend your knees, lift up, pull your belly in, use your hands. Step forward. Let's stand in our Tadasana. I'll scoot back so I have a whole head. All right, I'll turn that back that way. All right, are you ready? Oh, roll the shoulders down. Oh gosh, it's like magic, my friends. All right, find your feet, pull the belly in, stand tall. All right, so standing tall all afternoon long or all day long from whenever you see this. It's a good thing to check on when you're traveling, when you're working. If you have questions, comments, requests, please let me know. Give me the likes, love, subscribe, do that all. You can find this video on Facebook, or you can find them over on YouTube, my baby YouTube channel. So if you want to find them all together, that's the easy place to find them. All right, if you need anything, let me know. Have fun traveling. If you need a travel agent, you know who to call.